Hey, what's up, AJT fam? We're gonna go ahead and do our morning recap here. We are in a trade, still in a trade. So we'll just recap Tesla first. This was a 5-minute opening range breakout. We get to our first target here around 248. The next one was around 249.50 or somewhere in there. We didn't quite get to finish out. I was looking for 252, but we didn't quite get there. We pulled back, and I ended up taking profit. Here we bounced again. We rejected off of this level, which actually is where the linear regression channel is. So we pulled back. Once we lost the 20 and there's enough room down here for this trade to make sense to me, this reversal. I just was getting the last leg of this reversal. So I got short before we confirmed taking out the 20, which was kind of an aggressive move. But that allowed me on a rejection to add in and get in full size. And here we took profit at 248. Being in full size allowed me to take profit a little bit earlier to where the profit makes sense. And that's what I did. Before I would have to wait all the way to around 247, which is where my next target is going to be. 150 is going to be at 247.25. So 247.25 would be my next target on this. So this is Tesla. You know, the first leg of the rejection or the reversal, it really wasn't enough room for me to breathe, so I waited, and I've got some breathing room here and able to lock in some decent profits. So let's go back to Disney. Now Disney, this is me taking off the shares I had overnight. If you look at what happened last night, this was the move on their earnings announcement. All right, and we sat there and waited and waited and waited and waited. I had to take off, and look what happened at 5 o'clock. We broke the high. We triggered an entry. It ran all the way up to just over 92 bucks and pulled back. Well, last night, you know, when I came back, I realized, okay, I missed the move. As long as we're holding support, you know, all of this support, I'm going to add in looking for a gap up the next morning. I mean, not add in, but I was going to get in. So I took a position before the close of aftermarket yesterday. And now you can see I had to bail out. We did make a run up, but it came screaming back down. So I had to take it off. I didn't have any choice in the matter. I had to kill it. And, you know, when that happened, it pulled all the way back. You see, I couldn't hold through all of this. I had to take it off. And it has since recovered and is trying to run up and make the move. This is just unlucky. This is the move that I was looking at. Kind of going at the open, I was looking for it to continue. I wasn't looking for this big of a pullback. But this is what happens sometimes. I think this is going to go to 100. You know, based on the technical analysis, it looks like it would run to 100. There's a lot of $100 calls expiring tomorrow. Um, so everything was set up for this to go long, but I did not sit there holding hope. I, bailed out when it hit my stop, and then that was that. Plus, I did not want another BA. I am in BA. This is an ad. I've been in BA 2 days waiting for this thing to break out. It's been setting up, gearing up to break out. This wasn't intended to be a swing trade. It kind of turned into it because technically it never told me to bail out. It's always been holding support. We've always been making a higher low and a slightly higher high. So it's telling me the trend is still going. And so as long as the trend is still in, I'm still working it. I thought it was going to go today. Didn't quite get there. Did make a little bit higher than it did the day before. But hey, that's life. And the other trade I took today was Netflix. Netflix was on the break of the pre-market high because the 5-minute opening range low was lower than the pre-market high. So I was looking to take the break of the pre-market high. Got to my first target, which was a 20-day moving average, and it pulled back. Once it started pulling back, I went ahead and got it. I took it off. Even though it didn't lose the 9 yet, it was doubtful that we were going to get back through. And if it did, I could always start a new trade. So that was that. Decent base hit on Netflix. Tesla's the one that's been paying us this morning that I've been trading. But you can look at Meta from our watch list. Really nice breakout on it. Nvidia from our watch list. Another nice opening range breakout. So it was almost, pick your poison from the Fugly 5 today, because they all gave pretty good breakout moves. I think even Microsoft. Did Microsoft? Yeah, look, Microsoft, we got a little breakout, but then now we're breaking down. We're starting to sell. So looks pretty good. So we had a pretty decent day. Pretty decent morning again. Other than I had to take the hit on Disney. But that's fine. I mean, if Disney breaks out of the 5-minute opening range and starts to run later today, I'll re-engage it. If not, not going to worry about it. And we'll be set up pretty nice going into aftermarket earnings. So feel pretty good about the morning. Not happy about a couple of stocks, but overall, I think today was another positive morning. So I'm going to close it out here. You guys have a great rest of the day. Don't forget, in about 20 minutes, we're starting the next evolution in the trader mindset. You guys don't want to miss this. Actually, you don't want to miss any of them, because I do not have any filler material in this. It's all solid, and it's all things that you need in order to get to where you want to be. And I might piss some of you off today because, I do have a couple of harsh words and statements. But it's what you're going to need to hear. So I'll see you guys. If you're in, I'll see you guys in 20 minutes. If not, I'll catch the rest of you guys later on today.